Hello everyone, and welcome back to Hfpt Praia from Praia Brava, Itajaí. This production was made by Xports Media. We have been getting great races so far. Let's look at the standings after the fifth race. Benoit Gomez, the French rider, is leading the event with 5 points, followed by Bruno Lobo, the Brazilian champion, with 10 points. Wilson Borete in third position with 21, followed by Martín Pariente, the French rider, with 24 points. Maria do Socorro, she's on 5th position overall with 25 points. Roberto Veiga, he's on 6th place with 36 points, followed by Claudio Cruz in 7th place. Ricardo Brito, he's in 8th position, followed by Artur Cuca, Claudio Marquez in 10th, Renato in 11th place. Let's get ready for the next race. Four Element Skateboarding, the best skateboarding school in Mexico. Thanks for making this transmission possible. One of the most amazing things about Hfpt racing is the way the riders can manage a lot of power in their kites. If you're a kiter, you probably know that flying an 11-meter kite over 20 knots is pretty powerful and also pretty risky. And for those who are watching this race and you are not doing kiteboarding yet, the riders are flying this kite in these windy conditions where the kite can easily generate enough power to lift twice the body weight of the rider. Then have the ability to control this amount of power riding the foil board over 35 miles per hour or 56 kilometers per hour. And then to make it even more challenging, let's add the type of swell that we have right now. The ability to perform like them takes years of training.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
And here we go, Hfpt Praia Tour 6th race. All of a flip clear from the starting line and with another fantastic start. Bruno Lobo is right there close to the pole, but Benoit Gomez is leeward from him, and now Benoit is pinching so hard. He's shooting himself upwind, and within 10 seconds, he put himself windward from Bruno Lobo. This is incredible, amazing skills from Benoit Gomez. Not losing the speed at all and being able to put himself windward from Bruno. And we can see 15 seconds after the start, Bruno Lobo is leeward, about 30 meters leeward from Benoit. This is incredible performance by Benoit Gomez with a good start. Martin, he just lost it, he crashed, and that's the thing, the swell. I bet that's because of the swell, and Roberto just taking over Martin leeward from him. We can see that also Bruno Lobo, he's having a hard time one more time. He's crashing a lot. Oh yeah, he's crashing a lot into the waves, and that's the thing that I was talking about. Every time you crash into the water, you're losing speed, and also the most important thing, you are losing ground. We can see that. And we can see right now, halfway through the top mark, Benoit Gomez, he's like 80 meters windward from Bruno Lobo. Unfortunately, Bruno Lobo, he's losing a lot of ground right now. And that's the thing, we want to look for the consistency. You want to be very consistent around the course. Probably you are not going the fastest you can, but with these kind of conditions, you want to look for consistency. You want to avoid 100% crashing into the water, losing the control on the foil. That's the thing. Maybe in these kind of conditions you don't shoot for that highest speed you can, but you want to look for the consistency. And here we go, Benoit Gomez, he found the lane line. Bruno Lobo attacking 2 seconds after him. And oh yeah, that's the thing, my friend. Bruno Lobo, he's pushing very hard right now. He's pushing his limits and he's crashing a lot into the waves. And that's the thing, I mean, the conditions are very hard. It's a strong wind, gusty, and we have a big swell. But that's the thing, you want to be very focused on your maneuvers and also on the water. So you want to avoid crashing into the waves. Here we go, Benoit Gomez, he is now going down with Bruno Lobo going around the top mark. Oh, nice rounding around the top mark. We were able to see that Bruno Lobo, he shoot the kite in front of him and he went around the top mark, pretty much increasing twice the speed, and that's how you want to do it. That's exactly how you want to do it. Hopefully he's gonna recover some ground after crashing so much going to the top mark. In the other race, Bruno Lobo was able to put a better angle, a little bit better speed than Benoit on the downwind. We're gonna find out what's gonna happen arriving to the gate on the bottom of the course. Benoit Gomez, he's able to keep that consistency. If you can see, Benoit Gomez, he hasn't crashed at all since the beginning of the race, and that's why he is able to gain even more speed and go faster around the course. And here we go, Benoit Gomez, he's approaching to the gate on the bottom of the course. We can see that Bruno Lobo, yes, Bruno Lobo is able to put better angle, good speed, and that's how he's able to get a little bit closer to close that gap between him and Benoit. And the two of them, they're taking the decision to go on the right-hand side of the course. Here we go, Bruno. That's the thing. And the downwind looks like Bruno is looking more consistent, and he's able to close the gap between him and Benoit. Can see how the two of them, they have the same angle. Let's see who's gonna be the first one to tag. And here we go, Benoit Gomez, he's tagging Bruno Lobo, pretty much tagging right after him, and hopefully he's gonna be able to stay close to him, because if Bruno Lobo stays close to Benoit on the upwind leg, he has more chances to take over Benoit on the downwind. He has been proving himself, and he's doing a better downwind than Benoit. He has been closing that gap in the last two races on that downwind leg. We're gonna find out what's gonna happen on the second lap of the race. Benoit Gomez, he's creating that gap a little bigger. It's alright. Bruno Lobo, he needs to look for that consistency, and he's looking better. He's looking better right now. Martin Pariente, he is also going on board tag towards top mark, and Maria do Socorro approaching to the gate. And yes, pretty much all of them, they are taking the decision to go on the right hand side of the course. Benoit Gomez, he is able to play with the legs, he's able to move the knees on the right time to avoid collision with the water. It's very challenging, it's a lot of skills, and right now Benoit Gomez, he has no trimming on his kite, and that makes the things more challenging. Martin Pariente now, he's also going on the starboard tack towards the top mark. And here we go, Benoit Gomez, he's approaching the top mark, and he's gonna be the one going around there in first place for the second lap. What incredible job by Benoit Gomez, and that's the thing, in Hfpt Racing, there are three things that it could make the difference versus the rest of the fleet. First, consistency. Second, avoid tangling. Third, stay clear from the rest. If you do those three things, it could make a difference in the end of the race and also in the end of the event. So especially here in Hfpt Racing, it's very important to know what are you gonna do during the race. In this case, in Hfpt Pro Tour here in Itajaí, we have a small fleet. So probably being worried about staying clear from the others is not something that you have to put a lot of attention, but right now the conditions are very challenging, and that's what I'm talking about. Maybe you don't have to be worried about getting tangled because we have a pretty small fleet here, but you want to look for consistency because of the conditions are challenging. So those are the things. Let's say in Formentera, in the Formula Kite Spain Series, we have a bunch of tangles around the course because we have a bigger fleet. Here is something that, yes, you want to be careful on the starting line, but after that, pretty much focus on your own, get the consistency around the course, and you're gonna see that in the end of the race, it's gonna pay off. This is something that Benoit Gomez has been doing the entire event for the last 5 races, just looking for that consistency, and you're gonna see that in the end of the race is the result. And this is very interesting because in Formentera, in the Formula Kite Spain series, we have a bigger fleet but very flat conditions. And here we have the opposite, small fleet but with challenging conditions on the water. And here we go, Benoit Gomez, he's approaching to the last mark at the bottom of the course and he is about to take his next bullet. And look at that, Bruno Lobo, he was able to close the gap, getting a little closer, but that's not gonna be enough to get the bullet. And here we go, Benoit Gomez got his next bullet of the event of the Hfpt Pro Tour here in Praia Brava. Bruno Lobo just a couple seconds next to him, closing the finish line on second place. Great job, Bruno Lobo, getting there, getting closer to Benoit. And this is the thing, every race is a learning lesson. Let's look at the standings after the 6th race. Benoit Gomez with another bullet. He's dominating the event with 6 points, followed by the Brazilian champion Bruno Lobo, getting closer to him around the course with 12 points. Martin Pariente, the French rider, he's doing better. He's back on the 3rd position overall with 27 points, followed very closely by Maria do Socorro with 30 points. Wilson Bonete, he's in 5th position with 33 points. Roberto Vega, he's in 6th place with 40 points, followed by Claudio Cruz. Roberto Brito, he's in 8th position, followed by Artur Cuca in 9th place. Claudio Marquez, he's in 10th position, followed by Renato. What a challenging event we are having here, but a great show also. For Element Skyboarding, the best skydboarding school in Mexico. Thanks for making this transmission possible. This is Hfpt Pro Tour from Praia Brava, Itajaí. This production was brought by Xports Media. My name is Xports Villegas. Thanks for watching and see you in the next race.